Morning. My name is Michel Pouliot, and yes, I'm from Montreal too, so that makes me an exotic bird. Um, Today our presentation is about individual development account, and so I want to just quickly talk about sort of what an individual development account is, and I'm going to be doing this in partnership with Megan Hackley, who's one of our child care worker who's been supporting the youth through the whole process. So the individual development account are really was born out of a research project with Vibrant Surrey that identified that financial literacy was certainly one of the gaps in young people that are living in poverty and some of the skills that they need to build on. We developed a partnership with Van City and Envisions Financial. Van City committed some dollars in order for us to, and I'll talk a little bit about what that all means, but to top up some of their savings. And Envisions Financial has agreed to carry the account and open up the account and manage the account for the young people. Individual development accounts essentially selects youth that have a positive goal, puts them through a whole series of financial literacy workshops, and they also develop some of the basic skills. So they open bank accounts, and sometimes opening bank accounts starts with actually getting their BCID and all the documentation that they need in order to do all that. So I'll now turn it over to Megan.
So the youth are expected to attend 3 workshops over a 6-month period, which usually starts within the first 3 months. If they miss a workshop, then they're expected to make it up at some point before the funds are released to them. So the workshop basically cover money skills, which includes budgeting, so tracking their spending, banking, so choosing the right bank for them, not choosing a bank that has a lot of fees, so they're not spending money on things they don't need to, maintaining their credit, so building and maintaining a good credit, as well as consumerism. So a lot of advertising like buy, they're not spending on things they don't need to.
So every time a youth makes a deposit, we're actually matching using the funds we got from Van City. We're matching their contribution at a ratio of 3-to-1. So if they save $250 over the course of the program, that really means that they have $1,000 in the savings account. At the beginning of the program, they actually have to identify a positive goal for their savings, and so we've defined that as furthering their independence or their employability. The youth were all, essentially we advertise the program broadly in the community, but we're really targeted to some of the youth at risk. Pacific Community Resources runs a number of services to at-risk youth and their family. We've got 2 youth resource centers, and so all the services we deliver include everything from services to homeless and street entrenched youth, to alternate school programs, to family counseling program, general counseling program. We have sort of cooking program for young people, so it really sort of did fit in quite well with the area programming that we have offered. Most of the youth were either living on their own, under independent living agreement or youth agreement, some on income assistance, some were still going to school and were sort of planning for their future. And we've had a total of 30 youth or so participate in the program. Megan's going to talk a little bit about some of the purchases that they've made and some of the investments that they've made with their savings.
So as Michelle mentioned, they have to deposit $25 a month for 6 months. Again, if they miss a deposit, there's a little bit of leeway. They can make it up, but if they miss more than about 2, they're exited from the program. So the youth have to make purchases that go towards either education, employment skills, or to something that's going to make them independent, and as well as financially independent. These include things like I said before, education. So actually, youth is going here to Kwantlen and got their student loans paid off through this program. Also things like a car insurance, clothing for work, anything that's basically going to go towards something that'll make them independent.
To add on some of those things, one of the youth was moving out on her own and didn't have enough money for furniture, and so she purchased a couch and a bed. Some of the youth have purchased laptops for schools as well. Of the 30 or so that have participated in the program and have made the regular deposit, we've had about 10 youth so far that have actually accessed the resources. One of them needed a phone for work, so that's sort of where some of the dollars went. There is a process for youth to have access to the funds. We don't, once they're done with the program, say, here you go, here's your money, you do what you will with it. We actually ask young people to demonstrate that they have a plan for those dollars. We usually will ask for either receipts or quotes on the stuff that they want to purchase. And it really is just to ensure that they've done their due diligence around making their purchases. So it's all part of the continuum of the financial literacy process. And it also ensures that the dollars are going to where they were intended to go as well. We've been very creative in terms of how, what they use the dollars for. And, again, furniture, cell phones, education is some of the examples of where the dollars have gone to. The feedback from youth has been very positive. We're now actually just about to run out of dollars for the idea. We may have room for one more cycle, but of the 30 that participated, we've had almost no youth dropout. We've had a couple of youth that have not made a whole lot of deposits, and but the program is ongoing, and so they've got opportunities to keep working with the program and contribute when they can. The dollars can sit in the account for as long as they want or as long as they need to get to the place where they're ready to spend those dollars. We certainly see financial independence and financial literacy as one of the key to reducing poverty with at-risk youth. There's not a lot, for those that are living in poverty, a lot of them don't have role models that are able to model that financial literacy ethics and good behavior, so to speak. Thank you.